All right, so we're looking at the 6-1 polynomials worksheet. The first part said to put it in standard form and then classify by degree and number of terms. So standard form goes from the highest power to the lowest, add any like terms. Nothing to be added together. Watch your negative sign, stick with the number it's in front of. And because there's a degree of 3, there's a degree of 3, degree of 2, degree of 1, and that has a degree of 0. The highest degree is 3, so the name of it is cubic, and there's more than four more terms, so polynomial. So this is named by degree and named by number of terms. This one, when we put it together, there were some like terms here. The constants came together. So quartic, because it's 4th degree, trinomial, because 3 terms. You need to make sure you know the difference between the name of the degree and the name of the terms. All right, once you got this one cleaned up, it only had 2 terms. Now, the highest degree is 5, so we call that quintic, but it's a binomial. So you have these in your chart, the different names, and this is something that I really recommended you put on a note card so you had access to refreshing it and studying it on a regular basis. Everything canceled out but that -7. So the degree of -7 is 0. There is a 1 on the 7, but it's -7 x to the 0. And so that's a constant monomial because of 1 term. All right, down in the bottom, you did not have to name them. If you did, that's okay. But you had to add. So we're not multiplying, we're just adding. Final answer was 13 n to the 4th. So if you wanted to name it, that would be a quartic monomial. Quartic monomial. I'm just going to write that down. But again, that wasn't something you had to do, but it's good practice. And then you start memorizing these a little bit better. All right, now with subtraction, I'm recommending you distribute that negative sign. So it'd be addition, and that'd be a -2 and a -6. When you add them together, you get -6k plus 2. That is a degree of 1, so it is a linear, and 2 terms makes it a binomial. So this is why I was really asking you guys, hey, get this done. It wouldn't take you too long. All right, on the back, I'm going to go ahead and let you check these answers. I can't stress enough, we're not multiplying, we're just adding. And anytime you see a minus sign, I'm recommending that you distribute it. Okay, so that'd be addition of the opposite. So negative, negative, and positive, and then add like terms. So in case you're looking for the names of these, this is a quartic trinomial. This is also a trinomial, but it's a cubic because the degree of 3. So if you weren't here, it seems like, well, where are these words coming from? They're just coming right out of a chart, and the 3rd degree we call cubic. That's all you're doing there. So take a minute, check these out. Quartic polynomial. Another quartic polynomial. The rest of them are quartic polynomials, so I'm not going to write that in. But there are reasons that things would be wrong. You added the wrong terms because you weren't looking at the powers. You messed up a sign. So double check these. You're only changing signs if it's subtraction. So you're not touching the first part, but this minus sign would distribute. If you look at number 11, there's no reason to change anything here. There's nothing to distribute, but you are distributing the negative sign, distributing the negative sign. And when you look at number 12, you're going to leave this alone because you're adding, and then distribute that negative sign. Okay, questions for me? So again, all the bottom of these were all quartic because the 4th degree was highest, and they're polynomials. And we'll practice that some more today.